Hey guys, this is Tryptophan with another video. In this one, we will be watching Itzy, aka Darkstar, play, and I have him in this call right now, if you want to talk.
Yeah, what's up? There's a premade we played today. It's against Underman Zimmerzik, so High Diamond and Master Zerk. So, and
Yeah.
I think it was a pretty decent replay. Kind of has everything, and it's a great showcase on how to play the current Elementalist.
Yeah? So this is,
Okay, yeah, right there actually at the start, by the way. Underman likes to do that a lot. He goes for me at the start and then tries to dash at me, and he will make Zerglings, pull them away instantly, so I can't follow up with a fireball.
yeah.
Which is very smart by him, and my play there was obviously use my global blink to blink on that link ball and kill with a fireball instantly. Because using the blink, the global blink that you have in the first 5 minutes is pretty free. You lose it afterwards anyway, so if you see a link ball anywhere on the map, it's genuinely worth it to just TP on that and fireball the entire link ball so you get extra XP.
Yep, so like, he's already level 10, which is good. He's gotten all strength, so he can one-shot lanes, and he has 3 Ice Orbs. What's the purpose of the Ice Orbs? Or are these Ice or Storm? I can't even see.
Yeah, this is gonna be an Ice Orb strength build. The strength, well, okay, partially also the strength actually recently has been adjusted. You get more, or the damage amount that you get per strength has been increased. So you will see me get up to a point of like 75 strength this game, I believe. And with like 2 fireballs, I will one-shot creep tumors.
Alright, and I'll have that in the description as well. All the talents,
Ice
quests, and stats.
Okay, the Ice Orbs, they have recently changed, so you no longer get energy regeneration of them, which is kind of sad. However, and you will see this later in this game, they give cooldown reduction on your spells now. And if you have some intelligence to back up constant spell casting, you will see that that's going to be really huge. You basically don't necessarily need the cooldown multipliers anymore, and you have a lot more freedom with your gas. Yeah, should we go about the talents, maybe?
Yep, let's talk about the talents. So.
Okay, talents, yeah, well, obviously I'm going strength build, so... Well, also reasoning for that is you have a very consistent early game, because I will be going the shield quest here. As you can see, from the first one I go 1, catch them all, 4, and staying healthy. You always want to max studying hard, it's as soon as possible. That's the one that gives you extra XP for kills. And extra XP for all of the minerals that you gain. Yeah, and after that, you generally just pump up your all of your shield quests, and from that point on, you will actually want to. Well, you will put 1 point into all of the quests that you can, because that's what you do. But you will be focusing a lot around the stash mineral quests. So there will be magical interest, for instance. What you also see me do here, by the way, is I put, right after I finished studying hard, 5 points into that, I go 1 into showtime. What showtime does basically, whenever what I have to fulfill to get the quest done, is I have to level up on creep 10 times. And you will see that, you know, especially in this phase of the game, that I will keep going on creep, try to get a level up, and then I will go off creep again to kind of, you know, place one of my stash minerals down. And that is kind of the play you want to be going for. Yeah, you see right here. I went off creep, placed the stash mineral, I go on creep again. And the idea behind this build is you get a lot of stash minerals around the map, which, by the way, the more stash minerals you make on the map, the less gas you will have. So we will actually get into gas problems with this build, which is why once you finish the stash mineral quests, you actually want to max out the creep harass quest, which will basically give you gas even when you kill creep tumors, up to 5.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. That for that.
So then
you'll see I just... Yeah.
What about the talents? Oh, so you've been saving them up kind of a little bit.
Yeah, as you may have noticed at the start, you generally... I just go 5 points into Sixth Sense. Just because it's great to know who's approaching you. If I notice Kerrigan running up to me, or even Brack or Dihaka for that matter, all I have to do is just walk away slightly, use my ice ball, and I'm completely safe. I used to do some kind of variation on that. I used to do some points into spell dance, but I think it's generally better actually to put all of them into Sixth Sense, so the radar first, just because it grants you so much more safety early game. Okay, Okay, yeah, and then after that you go spell dance. You also go versatility, which reduces all of the costs of your multipliers, or the gas cost of your multipliers. And an important talent will also be Elemental Overlord, which you will see later.
Okay.
But for now, you all, by the way, already see 75 strength. I go 2 fireballs, Fire Orbs, and then I just go on creep and kill the tumors. And at that point, I have all the strength I need. I already get a lot of income. I get a lot of income through the shield quests. I get quite some income, or mineral income now, from the stash minerals. And I would just be continuing to go on creep, try to kill them. You'll see I get 2 gas per kill because I put 2 quest points into creep harass. And yeah, that will just be the continuous trend you will see until we go for base, which I think we base top right here. And yeah, I'm on the opposite side of the map, so it will probably take a while.
Okay. And
yeah.
I was gonna say one thing I would add on for Sixth Sense. For people who don't know, you can tell if it's gonna be a Zergling or Kerrigan run at you because they have a slightly different movement speed, where Kerrigan's slightly slower early game.
Yeah, it's actually it sounds very easy to tell at the start, but I gotta say, with experience, even with a lot of experience, it's genuinely not that easy sometimes.
Yeah, it takes some experience, but you'll eventually get it down.
Especially, if you have Zerglings running on creep and off creep the entire time. If you play close to creep, it really messes up your senses. But yeah. Oh, you see, by the way, 50k minerals. I get a lot of income, but I immediately put it down. Also, only 10 gas, as I said, the gas problems. But that's why you go the gas quest. Here, Kerrigan goes on me. I just use Mirage. Yeah, maybe also that part. There's in the early game you saw I went Fireball as a spell, but around when Zerg gets 2 or 3 armor, you don't one-shot Zerglings anymore, and at that point really you don't need Fireball anymore. So it's it's a much better alternative to once you get more intelligence and you can actually afford it energy-wise, to go Mirage and Ice Ball just to stay safe, because there's no reason to risk your life. You see, at this point, I do mix up my spells a little bit.
I go Freezing Field instead of, what were you gonna go? Probably like Lightning Storm or something?
Well, I don't know. Freezing Field's actually one of my main clear spells right now.
Okay.
You will see in the base. Okay, we just called the base, by the way, so I'm going there. Maybe, I think for the base I'm going to slow down the replay slightly, just so you can
this would be
follow every step. Okay, so the 3 main spells you will see me use continuously in this are Meteor, Freezing Field, and Soul Catching Zone. The Freezing Field, just because it slows down units, and I basically get 2 orbs that I control, and between them there's kind of a laser that kills everything in between, or that deals a lot of damage to everything in between. And if I put a few multipliers into that, it just kills all the tier 1 and tier 2 tech. So roaches, hydras, the pickers are always a lot tougher, but eventually I'll die too. Meteor, okay, you'll see I use it right here. You can partially use it for damage, but if you use it on allied units, it also empowers their attack. So if you see Kerrigan or the Zerg ever go very aggressively into your army, into your allies, and dash in or something, that is a great opportunity to actually just meteor on them, because it deals damage and it greatly increases the power of your allies. Okay, you see right here, I use my Freezing Field and then my Soul Catching Zone. Soul Catching Zone, whenever any units die from the enemy, they fight for me for a short period, but they have no upgrades, so they're more like a meat shield, a momentary meat shield. Okay.
Yeah, so that was pretty good placement on the Freezing Field where you went from ramp.
Exactly. The idea behind this is kind of because Meteor, when you cast it, it takes such a long time to actually get to the units. You can actually use a Meteor first as kind of a setup, and then use the Soul Catching Zone. So, I will use meteor, and then I run to the front, use soul catching zone, so when my meteor hits and kills all the units, I instantly gain control of them.
Okay.
Okay, right here, we're having some kind of trouble. Some are a bit troublesome because you need a lot of multipliers in your spells to actually be able to kill them. Okay, I think that's actually already where we break.
You're at 631. You were at 531.
Okay, yeah, maybe let me slow this down a little more. Okay, no, that's too much.
Yeah, faster just no.
They have to deal with it. Okay. Yeah, so here Kerrigan's coming in again. Yeah, maybe as you already noticed, whenever you don't have any new spells that you want to create, go 3 Ice Orbs. Because the cooldown reduction you get from that is just insane.
Yeah, true.
Okay, I think right here, yeah. You know, you can already see it. Oh, by the way, I got control of something there, which is really neat. It's just Soul Catching Zone, Freezing Field, Meteor. You can go the other spells as well, such as... Sleep is a spell that I rarely use, because usually Sleep is a spell that you can use if your team already has enough firepower, and you just kind of want to stall the enemy, or you just want any spell in general to just get in there. Sleep is very good for that, but in a situation like that, you know, my teammates don't have a lot of units, so I have to kill all of that. So generally speaking, I just want to use all of my spells to kill as much as I can.
Okay.
What you also notice is I maxed out both of my spell quests. So Spellmaster and Return of Investment, whenever I kill units, they give me income as well. It's usually not enough to continuously help you, fund your spells. But it makes you lose only a very little amount, especially with few multipliers. For tier 1 and tier 2 units, usually I just go, 4 damage multipliers and 1 endurance multiplier. And that's about it. For some, you probably need at least a total of up to 10 multipliers to reliably kill them. And even then, it's tougher. Because, they're obviously super good. Yeah, as you see right here, I just keep... That's one of the things about Elementalist. If you get to a point like that, I've 100 intelligence, so combined with my already high cooldown reduction, I just spam all of the spells non-stop. And you'll see at this point that we do get our base broken, so now I have to run away. I do a Mirage. Which is also great, because if you go a lot of points into Ice Orbs, they get extra tanky, so they don't just die. Here you saw I use the Blink, one of the talents that I put 1 point into, by the way, is Illusionist.
Right here.
Yeah. So all of your Mirages gain a little Blink. That actually also doesn't have a high cooldown, so theoretically you can use one Mirage to blink twice. It's very good to get away. Okay, yeah, and I think at this point we're kind of struggling to get up with a plan. Since, look at my minerals. Yeah, I have 270,000, so I'm just going for a lightning storm kill here. I get very close to it, but then I was out of energy. That's one of the problems. That's one of the problems why one of the reasons why I no longer go the old lightning storm build.
Because you just ran out of energy?
It was a good change. It was a change for the better, because now when you put points into your secondary multiplier, the energy cost increases per tick by quite a bit. So really, you can only do very small amounts of bursts that are comparable to, I guess, Scion or something.
Okay.
A Scion who comes and zaps you twice. So there's quite a bit of counterplay that Zerg can do there. Yeah, but at this point we're in a very desperate spot. You also see I'm only at 100k minerals, I think. Okay, only 100k. But if you look at my Lightning Storm right now, it costs 40k, just one cast.
Yeah, so you...
And with my Mirage...
Yeah,
that's another...
On that.
Yeah, I believe right now we spot issue here. I use Mirage to get close. Lightning Storm. And just barely finish the kill.
It's good. Alright, so we finished the game. You have 39k damage. Most gas by a good amount too, 1632.
A
Second
shit
place
ton
is
of minerals
Jonas.
as well.
Yeah. If only you could send that.
Yeah,
Uh,
well, if
I'm just
only.
kidding.
I had games where I would reach 20 million.
Yeah.
And I ironically lost that game. But no, yeah. It's you have to make sure that if your stash minerals don't get found, then you can get really rich.
Hmm.
Which obviously happened this game. I placed a lot of them around the map and not in the base because, well, I knew eventually it was gonna break.
Yep. So
I didn't actually expect us to win here.
most damage, most gas, most minerals, but not the most feed. So you got to be.
Oh yeah. Wow,
Yeah.
900, holy. Where did that come from?
I don't
Wait,
actually
what?
know where you fed that much.
I hope it
You're
wasn't
saying-
early to mid-game. What can happen is, well, I already did that in other games. I was a little too confident with the showtime talent. I
Mhm.
just wanted to be on creep too much. And there are certain Zergs who know that, like Fatline, for instance. And he will spam, or like, as soon as I show up on creep, he'll directly TP on me, deals much damage as he can, until I get a lot of feed from that. So I had a few games already in which I had the most feed in the game pre-base, which is not a space you want to be in as Elementalist.
Yeah.
So if you get into such a position, you want to turn it down low. Want to play more passive.
And what do you think of Rio's drift strategy, where he just drifts all day with a snowball?
For real?
Like he was in premades.
What?
It's the best strategy. You just drift all day. You don't have to worry about the game. Win or lose doesn't matter. You're just drifting.
It's a nice change of pace, I
Yeah.
guess. I haven't seen it yet. I guess we have to watch his replay afterwards.
Oh, that'd be pretty funny. Yeah, we'll compare and contrast. Your build is trying to win games. His is trying to win Need for Speed or Fast and Furious.
Try to win the mind game. How many
Yeah.
lives can he do?
Probably a lot. There's not many. Elementals is probably the
mean-
fastest at running.
In theory, if you get a lot of distance done, or like the longer your ice ball stays alive, the more damage you deal with
Mhm.
it. So if you get a super insane drift, you
Yeah.
could deal a lot of damage, but it's so insanely hard to pull off. There was something I was talking about, or it's actually a while ago now, but Starduck was kind of like he wants to do that. He wants to see.
Yeah.
That's the one thing he needs to see from Elementalist.
Just
To
a
just,
drift strategy, yeah.
Drift, ram into Kerrigan, and actually kill him with an ice ball.
Just do it
Which
over and over all
Would
day.
be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be
but
fun.
well, all they have to do is spawn Zerglings, or anything for that matter.
Yeah, it's like DT though. Like to counter the Shadow Strike, all you have to do is spawn lanes, but not a lot of people know that.
Okay, sure.
So
Given.
yeah, you just hope Kerrigan doesn't learn. That's the goal.
You doing no pups? Or an Iro premates?
All right.
Wait,
Well,
am I allowed to say that? Who's your fan base?
my fan base is like 18 to 20-year-old blonde females.
Oh,
That's like 99% of my viewers. Another 1% is probably Ichigo.
Legacy too.
Oh yeah, Legacy too. No, I said blonde females, 18, 20. I said blonde females, 18, 20 for Legacy.
What?
I'm just kidding. But okay,
Yeah, I
that's
guess.
probably the end of the
Gotcha.
video. I kind of hovered over a lot of stuff, but check out the description. I'll try and make it as concise as I can. And yeah,
Yeah, I'll do.
all right.
It was pretty chaotic.
GG's.
Maybe we can do another one another day.
Yeah, maybe of you live, so we can see you like upgrading it live, and
I'd be down for that. Maybe
yeah, I
tomorrow.
think that'd be better.
There will be any premates, I think.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right.
All right, GG's.